What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, um, so we all know that LeBron James recently, through his agent Rich Paul, more or less, even if it's just posturing at this point in time, he more or less threatened to demand a trade if the organization does not seem to be going toward a win now scenario in this new age of Luka Doncic. Now, of course, Luka Doncic is a new star with the team, and Luka's 15 years younger than LeBron James, 14 or 15 years younger than LeBron James. So it makes perfect sense that the team changes its priorities to the younger star. But LeBron James, being selfish as he is, took the money, right? Took the $53 million. But then pressures the organization to find talent, prerequisite to showcasing that they really want to win. You can't make this stuff up, right? And one of the themes on this channel is that I feel like real Laker fans, and I get the messages all the time, real Laker fans are tired of this bullshit, right? And this is how I know that there's a quiet war against channels like mine, right? Because they always seem to be attacking talking points that we make, right? So I look at this article on fadeawayworld.net, and they make a point of highlighting some, X/Twitter big channel, right? It's one of the biggest LeBron Zest Fest channels you're going to find on X/Twitter, or accounts that you're going to find. I think it's called, I think the channel's name is 73 and 9 and they lied or something like that. And the person that owns the channel, I think he calls himself Cuffs the Legend, right? Well, I know something that he cuffs every day. But anyway, he was going in on Laker fans that he feels that are ungrateful. And that, y'all should just be glad that LeBron went to your team. Y'all should be grateful. As a matter of fact, this is what he said. He said, just look at how some of these Laker fans be talking crazy about LeBron James, especially now that he's almost at the end of his career. The Lakers franchise was enjoying the projects before Akron came to LA. These ungrateful F's, F-U-C-K's is what he said, LOL. No, the ungrateful fuck, and I'll just go out and say it, is LeBron James. See, this ain't Cleveland. Okay? Yes, before LeBron came to Cleveland, they had gone through a stretch of not making the playoffs, right? And, we saw that. We saw that coming down the line with the Lakers organization. So that's what happens when you go through a normal rebuild. You go through a period of great success that the Lakers had. And, unfortunately, Kobe suffered that career-altering injury back in 2013. And many of the key pieces that they had aged out. The Lakers weren't really getting a lot of solid free agents. Part of that was the fact that the mainstream media, in my opinion, I think they were kind of, making it kind of uncool to go to LA. You know what I'm saying? Talking about taxes. And I remember some of the stuff some of these guys were doing in the media, right? But anyway, I can't prove that. Everybody wanted to go to the winning teams. It wasn't about going to the team that, you know what I'm saying, or the large markets then, or it wasn't about going to LA with all the business opportunities or New York. It was about going to the teams that had the winning opportunities or the best winning opportunities. That's what the media was pushing then. Oh, go to Miami, go to Cleveland, go to Golden State, go to Houston. You know what I'm saying? Those are the teams that were pushing. Then when LeBron James go to LA, it changes to, well, it's a large market and you got all these business opportunities and players will be crazy to go to these other teams. But, you know, it is what it is. One Mickey Mouse title doesn't justify all of the BS this guy did. And do we have to go through this list? Because, quite frankly, if the Lakers had just kept the team that they had in 2017-18, now I don't think they would have won that Mickey Mouse title, but I think they would have probably been more successful than they've been during the LeBron James era. They've only won 54% of their games since he's been a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. They have the one Mickey Mouse bubble title. That ain't shit when you're a franchise that have 17 NBA championships. When during the Kobe Bean Bryant era, there was a 10-year period when the Lakers won 5 championships. When during the Magic Johnson era, during a 10-year period, actually, during an 8-year period, the Lakers won 5 championships. Even during the 70s, the Lakers were going back to back and back to the finals. So they're not to count the George Mikan dynasty years. So one bubble title ain't shit, man. It's not. It's not. And stop talking like the Lakers have been blasting the league. They haven't. They have not. If it wasn't for the work stoppage because of a global pandemic, y'all probably wouldn't even win in 2020. If it was a real regular year, because one of the things that was catching up with the Lakers was LeBron's age. But they got a 4.5-month break. Anthony Davis was getting brittle, and LeBron was starting to look a little rickety. But hey, you got a 4.5-month break. That helped. And all these other things the Lakers were getting. Missed the playoffs entirely, I think, twice. Ousted in the first round like 4 times. Won Western Conference Finals appearance outside of the championship year, the fake championship year. You got swept by the Denver Nuggets then. And you know this is going to be another year where the Lakers aren't going to do shit. And they're tired. Real Laker fans would rather watch a mediocre basketball team where they don't have one guy handicapping the fucking team financially. How the hell are the Lakers going to acquire all of this talent that Rich Paul and the fake James think that they can get when you're hogging all the fucking money? As a 40-year-old basketball player, Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan had the common decency in the twilight of their careers. They know they had made hundreds of millions of dollars in the NBA, and the organization had given them so much. They took pay cuts. And that really helped Tim Duncan. If Tim Duncan had LeBron's mentality, Tim might have only had 1 or 2 championships. But that's what this guy do, man. He wants everybody else to adjust to him. And I know what the problem is. The problem is everybody, I saw on ESPN talking about they don't know what's going on right now with LeBron James and, why he's reacting and acting the way he is. He's acting the way he is because he knows that he's not, he doesn't have the power that he once had. So this is just a flex move. It's just a flex move of a power-hungry narcissist acting like a baby. You know what I'm saying? That's all this is. So now, Laker fans don't have to apologize for nothing. They want this guy out of here. They want Rich Paul and LeBron James, that whole regime, out of LA. And they're praying that he gets traded so that team can move on from this nonsense. I didn't even do a video about this yet, but there's already noise. Even though they're claiming that there's nothing to this trade thing, I'm already seeing articles talking about Dallas could be a destination for LeBron James. Fuck this dude, man. Fuck this disingenuous piece of shit, man. Seriously. He's a phony, man. You run around here talking about ring culture, then you trying to stack the deck again. Clown ass nigga, man.